Okay, students, today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a cityscape using 1-point perspective. I have this nifty little handout here that shows you step by step what you need to do. You've probably already practiced this, but if you haven't, then you will be starting today. The materials you're going to need to do a 1-point perspective is a piece of paper. I'm just using my sketchbook for practice. A ruler that you can see through, so don't use a metal ruler. You want to be able to see the lines that you are drawing through the ruler. And also just a pencil with a nice sharp tip and a good eraser. All right, let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to create a horizon line. A horizon line is just a line that goes across your paper. If this is your first time doing 1-point perspective, I recommend that you try to keep the lines somewhere in the middle. It just makes it a little easier. The next thing you need to do is make a vanishing point. Again, it's a little easier to keep it somewhere in the middle. The next step is to create receding lines, and these are the lines that are going to represent the road. Again, this is not going to be a super creative drawing the first time you do it. I just want to see that you know how to draw in 1-point perspective. Every time you make any kind of lines, you need to make sure you're using your ruler. All right. The next step is to draw a rectangle. I'm just going to pick a side, and I'm going to draw a rectangle as straight as I can. Now this is going to be the first building, and it's going to be closest to the viewer, so you probably want to make it pretty big. Okay, got my first rectangle. And then I need to make the receding lines going towards the vanishing point. So that's when you need to line up your ruler with the corner, and don't worry about something like that. You can erase it now or erase it at the end. But you need to line up your corner with your vanishing point. Now in the beginning, you might want to go all the way to the vanishing point. When you get used to doing this, you can kind of just draw the line where you know you want your building to stop about. At the end, you are going to have to do a lot of erasing to get rid of those receding lines. Corner to vanishing point for the bottom here. I'm going to push a little harder to kind of line up where I know this is going to meet. And then just to show you, I'll keep drawing the line. Okay. And then connect the two lines as straight as you can. That looks okay. I could do a little better. All right. At this point, you want to erase the receding lines that aren't part of your building. And now you have your first building. You also want to erase the horizon line that is now going through your building. You can do this after you make each building, or you can do it at the end. I personally like to erase the lines as I go, just because my paper starts to look really busy at the end with lots of lines that aren't needed. Okay. The next step is to make windows. You're going to need for this assignment windows on both sides. So if you look here, there's windows on one side of the building, but none on this side. I actually want to see that you know how to make windows on both sides of the building. So I'm going to start by making a simple window on the front of this building. For the front of the building, you want to use just straight lines. There are no diagonals. And a little clue to let you know if you need to do diagonal lines is if you have no diagonal lines on that part of the building, then you don't have any for the window. Now for this side of the building, I'm actually going to go to my vanishing point. Line up the ruler with the vanishing point to get the top line and the bottom line of your window. Those need to go towards the vanishing point, but the sides are just straight up and down. Okay. Same with if you have a line in the middle. If it's a horizontal line, it needs to go towards the vanishing point. That's not really in the middle. I'm going to just add another line to fix that up. And then straight line up and down. And there I have a window. All right, thank you for watching. If this is going to be an assignment you're turning in, don't forget to turn it into Seesaw and put it in the folder marked Skill Builders. All right.